Okay, I made a slight spot adjustment, and now I'm going to pull something different out. I'm using an olive marabou jig. So it's this marabou jig with some sort of gold flutter in it. I've got some Procure Steelhead combo scent. I just put that on the head of the jig, though. If you put that all over the marabou, you're going to kind of restrict the action of the jig. So just put the scent right on the tip of the jig on the head there, and then I'm actually tipping this with a waxworm. So a single waxworm goes on that jig, just to give the steelhead a slightly different look and see if I can trigger a strike. Yeah, here comes a strike, so keep an eye on that float, but also notice the number of fish laying in this hole. So there are a lot of fish stacked up here, a great opportunity to trigger a bite.
Fish on.
Oh, and there you go, a nice fish on.
Yeah,
Just goes to
absolutely.
show sometimes if you give them a different look, you kind of change the presentation. That can make all the difference, and that's what happened here. So that olive marabou jig, that was probably my third or fourth drift with that, and pretty much got an immediate hookup. Again, the same dynamic with that 4 pound test tippet, so you got to be super careful. You'll see I'm just slowly working this in, and it happens to be just a nice taper on the shoreline. So at this point, I know that I don't even need to grab my net. I can actually just beach this fish. It'll just be a nice slow taper. So that's sort of what I'm planning for as this
That's
fish is
awesome.
running upstream.
Yeah.
At risk of sounding like a broken record, once again, when that fish is just like 6 inches or a foot from shore, had I just pulled and tried to hulk it in, I probably would have broken the line. It needed to run, and so I let it take that run, and I'll work it all the way back. So it always makes sense to err on the side of being more gentle with those fish, let them run, and eventually you'll work them back. And there you go. Beautiful buck steelhead. That's a male. You can see the big hook on his lip there. Just an awesome fish.